Good morning. It's time to get in touch. In Touch is a public affairs show dedicated to improving the lives of Susquehanna Valley residents. I'm Freddi Hammer, news director at Backyard Broadcasting. Nearly 700,000 children experience abuse or neglect in our world each year. Many regularly have to adjust to foster homes or transition to new schools while they grow up. Susquehanna Valley CASA is a group that provides children in Lycoming, Union, Snyder, and Northumberland Counties a court-appointed special advocate or guardian ad litem, a volunteer who's dedicated to their case. They speak up for their best interests. This January, Susquehanna Valley CASA are looking to begin a new class of volunteers for 2021. This morning, I'm with Tammy Sempko, Executive Director for Susquehanna Valley CASA, Voices for Children. Good morning, Tammy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for being here.
Am I right when I say the children may have a little more of a problem to face as they may be home with domestic issues that they have no control over?
Absolutely. It seems now that a lot of kids are home. They're facing some different stressors. The families are facing some different stressors. They're not out in the community as much. They're not seeing teachers. They're not seeing doctors. And they're not seeing as many people as they typically see prior to the pandemic.
So Susquehanna Valley CASA, which is an organization which is a voice for children, and maybe even in a legal sense, tell us a little bit about how CASA does help children who are in this system and do need the help from us.
CASA volunteers are community members just like you and I, and they're provided extensive training. And once a child comes into care, a volunteer is appointed by a judge. And that volunteer is appointed to be a voice and an advocate for abused and neglected child in the courtroom. They get to know a child, and the CASA volunteer actually has 5 main advocacy responsibilities. So what they're going to do for the child is they're going to investigate the facts. They're also going to identify some resources and services for the child, and then they're going to advocate for the child's best interests and facilitate some relationships between all the parties in the case, whether that be like case managers, doctors, anybody that may be involved, the teachers, social workers, and then they're going to facilitate relationships. And they're going to advocate and then monitor progress so that they can submit a court report and inform the court of the CASA volunteer's recommendations. Then the CASA volunteer will remain with that child until the child is able to thrive in a safe, permanent, and nurturing home.
Is there a difference between a CASA volunteer and a foster parent?
Oh, absolutely. The CASA volunteer actually will work with the foster parent or the resource parent so that person or people can actually develop a plan and develop all of these recommendations together. So they'll work hand in hand with that foster parent or resource parent.
We are here today to talk about the fact that coming up in 2021, you're looking for a new class of volunteers to help in the Susquehanna Valley CASA system.
Absolutely. On January 12th, we will actually bring in a new class of volunteers. And that class, due to the pandemic, will be virtual. So what that means is the class will actually just be online. So you'll be able to do that from the comforts of your own home, like we've been doing a lot of things. So we will be just putting that out online, but then we will have a face-to-face or Zoom meeting twice a week. So the class will get to choose a virtual meeting either one evening or one morning. So there will be a choice of that time. And then otherwise, you will get to do the classroom work by yourself.
Okay.
So you'll get to do that by yourself.
This kind of a volunteer position sounds like it's really perfect for someone who's involved, in the legal system or even just has an interest, someone over 21 who's able to sort of direct in these cases, help the children have an interest in those families. I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of people that can assist you.
Absolutely, yes. We have volunteers from all walks of life. So we have people that are currently working, people who are retired. We have nurses, teachers, secretaries, anybody that just has a heart to help others. So it works out very well for everyone. Again, we have people from all walks of life.
Wasn't there just something recently with President Judge Nancy Butts? She puts forth something as far as a youth advocacy program in the courts here in Lycoming County?
Yes. Yep, absolutely.
That's pretty neat that the judges are thinking about the kids too.
Yes, we have so many judges that are in support of CASA. We actually just had our annual event, and we had some judges speaking. Judge McCoy from Lycoming County, and Judge Shawley from Snyder Union County on behalf of CASA, and that's still available on our website if anybody is interested in viewing that at Susquehanna Valley CASA.com. So that's a good thing to see. We had a volunteer speaking. We had our president speaking, and we had some CASA supporters speaking. So if anybody would like to go on and take a look, that would be a wonderful thing to get some more information about CASA as well.
What would a volunteer need to have in place so that they can help Susquehanna Valley CASA?
What we would need is, again, you had mentioned that you need to be 21 years or older, and we also do need clearances. So they would need active clearances, or we could help them get their active clearances. Also, you had mentioned that our training is coming up on January 12th, so they would need to go through the training process. And the typical time frame lasts about 12 to 18 months. And what we ask is we would like them to stay with their child up until the time that, again, they find a nurturing and permanent home, so that, again, a lot of these abused and neglected children have been through a lot of trauma, and they don't have a whole lot of family connections, and we don't want anyone to be another person that comes and goes. So we want to have a person that's going to be a stable figure in their life. So we want them to commit to that 12 to 18 month time period. And a lot of people, a lot of these volunteers will actually stay involved with their children beyond the time that they find a permanent home, just because they end up bonding with them, and love the involvement with them. But we don't require that, of course.
Well, it's such huge hearts you all have over there. What's your background, Tammy? How long have you been with CASA?
I've actually just come through in October. I've been here a year, and I just love it. It's an amazing, amazing program. I'm the executive director with CASA. Prior to being with CASA, I actually was with Children and Youth, and then beyond that, I was the director of a behavioral health program for over 20 years. And then I was the director of a program for young women and children that were homeless. And unfortunately, that program lost its grant funding. But I have always worked with this type of program my entire career. So I do have a heart for it.
When you're talking about fundraising for Susquehanna Valley CASA, you had the different events. You had your gala that you had in 2019. I guess the pandemic definitely causing some different shifts in how to do some fundraising for you guys.
Yes, we have gotten really good at virtual fundraising. So like I said, we did have our virtual annual event, which we feel went terrific. So, again, that is still available on our website if anyone wants to take a look at that. That, again, we think that it turned out really, really well. We just recently had our virtual 5K, which was our Sleigh Dash for Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
So that turned out great, too. We really think that we had a great turnout for that. Right now, we have something very different for us going on, and we are selling raffle tickets. So we have a holiday raffle going on.
Fun.
So $5 per ticket will get you a chance to win a snowblower valued at $400. We have restaurant gift cards valued at $225. We have a leaf blower valued at $200. Cash giveaway valued at $200. A night out valued at $175. An Ultimate Express car wash gift card valued at $75, a grocery gift card valued at $75, and a meat gift card valued at $45. Again, that's a holiday raffle, and those raffle tickets are only $5, and all of those prizes would be available to win. So if anybody would be interested in a raffle ticket, again, they could reach out to either myself at Sempko at Susquehanna Valley CASA.com, or they can contact us at our office at 570-988-2200, or they can contact us on our website. Again, that's at Susquehanna Valley CASA.com.
You must have some wonderful community partners helping with that donation for the different gifts and prizes that you have.
We absolutely do. Susquehanna Valley United Way is a partner with us, and Lycoming County United Way is a partner with us. They have been longtime partners. And then, of course, we have so many community partners. All of the children and youth agencies we serve, Northumberland County, Snyder County, Lycoming County, and Union County. So we have wonderful partnerships with so many surrounding areas, and we have some wonderful donors. In these pandemic times, we have received some amazing grants. It's just been amazing times, and we've had a lot of outreach, and even some individual donors have been amazing to us.
Well, thank you to all of them for sure. Is there a court-appointed special advocates in other counties in Pennsylvania around the nation?
There is. A lot of the counties have court-appointed special advocates, and we also, have wonderful support from our PA CASA group and also National CASA.
So if anybody received the training here in Lycoming or Northumberland or Snyder or Union counties, they could move on, and let's say their family had to change locations. They could go and become a court-appointed special advocate in another state.
Absolutely.
How wonderful. Well, we definitely want to be the voices for children, abused and neglected children. And at this time, our hearts go out to them. They're our future. We're in such funny times. And if we could just get to the point where these children are taken care of and able to be great members of society and feel confident in their families or the people who love them, let's make that happen with CASA. Thank you for all you do, Tammy.
Oh, you are very welcome.
So again, we're going to hopefully get a whole new class of volunteers coming up in January. Tell us one more time about how folks can get in touch to be able to be part of that class coming up in 2021 for CASA.
Again, you can contact me, Tammy Sempko, 570-988-2200, or you're welcome to use my cell phone, 570-317-1247, or please contact us. You can use my personal email, tsempko at Susquehanna Valley CASA.com, or you can always reach out on the website, Susquehanna Valley CASA.com.
How many volunteers do you work with at any given time throughout a month?
Currently, we have 30 volunteers in all counties.
Wonderful.
We are serving 47 children.
What is your goal as far as getting volunteers into Susquehanna Valley CASA?
We currently have a waiting list right now of 31.
Wow. So children need our help.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, we want to get that message out. Susquehanna Valley CASA as a special advocate, a court-appointed advocate for children, something it's a little bit of it's a little different, and it may be something that would mean very, very much to someone's life. It can really do a big change on both sides, the children and the volunteer, I'm assuming.
It certainly can. And research shows that it only takes one caring adult to alter the course of a child's life. And for abused and neglected children, that person is often their CASA volunteer.
Oh, it's wonderful to see the beautiful little videos that you have available at SusquehannaValleyCASA.com about your annual fundraiser for 2020. We're able to donate at any time. Can we go to a Facebook page or go to your website to do any donations, or is it just best to send them?
Yeah, nope, absolutely. You can go on PayPal on our website, and certainly if somebody wants to donate, that would be amazing. So either you could send it in or you could do a PayPal donation as well.
All right, Tammy, that's something to think about here at the end of the year, looking for our tax season here. So something to think about for us here in Lycoming County.
That would be wonderful. And if anybody just wants to be a friend of CASA, that also is always very helpful to go on our Facebook page and like our Facebook page, or even share our posts that's always very helpful as well.
Well, thank you so much to you for everything that you do and for sharing all the information with us here today. Here at Backyard Broadcasting, I believe we've had a little relationship with SV CASA over the years, and you've definitely reached out to us to help get some volunteers, and we want to keep that going as we move forward.
I appreciate that. That would be amazing.
We'll let everybody know to help out Susquehanna Valley CASA. Get involved in the training class coming up here in January. Contact Tammy Sempko, Executive Director of Susquehanna Valley CASA, Voices for Children. We're so grateful for you and all the work that you and your volunteers do. Do you have another staff of people that you work with that's, right front and center, or is it just you?
Nope. We actually have case managers in Lycoming County. So we have a part-time case manager and a full-time case manager in Lycoming County. We have a program director in our Sunbury office, and we also have a part-time case manager in our Sunbury office.
Well, all those people sound like great people to reach out to in case you have questions about CASA. I'm sure you'll take questions or any emails or calls about being a volunteer coming up here in January.
Absolutely. We have wonderful staff, and we have an amazing board of directors.
Well, Tammy Sempko, Executive Director for Susquehanna Valley CASA, thanks for joining me today on InTouch.
Thank you very much for having me.
InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive, Williamsport, PA, 17701. Attention Freddi Hammer. Or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archive programs of our InTouch series, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. Each current weekly program is featured on the Backyard Broadcasting websites. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.